Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the most nauseating moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Tooth out of a man's hairline. Despite the pandemic, Dr. Pimple Popper has been able to see patients in her California office, and she has the graphic pimple popping videos to prove it. On November 30, the famed dermatologist, whose real name is Dr. Sandra Lee, shared a YouTube video where she removed the innards of a man's pillar cyst. A pillar cyst is a firm flesh-colored skin bump that's filled with keratin protein that is built up under the skin. These bumps are typically benign, but might cause some people pain and require surgery to remove. Lee's patient said the growth, which sat on his temple along his hairline, reminded him of a tooth, and Lee herself referred to it as cute due to its compact nature. To remove the cyst, Dr. P created the small incision around the cyst using a surgical blade. She made the incision as narrow as possible to minimize scarring once the area is healed. After injecting the patient with a numbing solution, Lee used a small hook tool and scissors to gently open the incision to get a better look at the cyst insides. Then she used scissors to cut the entire pebble-sized growth out of the man's skin. Following the cyst removal, the patient was bleeding where Lee made the incision, so she used a small cauterizing pen to stop blood flow from the tiny blood vessels inside. Dr. Pimple Popper then used surgical stitches to close up the wound and let it heal. Number 2. Teresa. Dr. Sandra Lee has been working hard to guarantee that she's always available for her patients, no matter what is going on in the globe. Dr. Lee met Teresa, a patient with a cyst-like growth on her wrist, on the most recent episode. Teresa said that the tumor on her wrist has been present for over 9 years. It all started when she twisted her wrist, she believes. She developed a pea-sized growth as a result of the encounter. Teresa noted that the growth was expanding in size once she became pregnant, and it stayed that way for a number of years. Teresa assumed it was a cyst, since it would drain once it grew large enough. She indicated that the growth would enlarge as the fluid within it will fill up. Once the fluid has reached its full capacity, it will drain itself out. The fluid, on the other hand, will gradually begin to fill up again. Teresa was adamant that it was a cyst. Dr. Lee, on the other hand, was doubtful of the diagnosis because of what Teresa had shared. She had concerns regarding the emergence of a cyst. Dr. Lee began to gain a better understanding of the growth by asking Teresa to describe the liquid that poured out of it. She wanted to know if the liquid had a milky texture. Teresa revealed that it appeared to be a clear liquid in a watery state. This perplexed Dr. Lee, who didn't believe it could be a cyst because of the fluid gushing out of it. Dr. Lee acknowledged that her condition was uncommon, as cysts don't have a liquid-like viscosity that she described, nor do they have the tendency to fill up again. Teresa revealed that she had previously visited a doctor who advised her that the lump was a cyst. She chose to operate after taking scans and x-rays. Teresa, on the other hand, was unconvinced by the doctor and decided against the procedure. Teresa's ganglion cyst, according to Lee, could be one of the possibilities. She alluded to the likelihood of the fluid being gathered in this manner. Lee, on the other hand, stated that she wanted to meet Teresa in person and that she was looking forward to doing some tests to confirm her diagnosis. Number 3. Golf ball-sized cyst. Dr. Pimple Popper generally only sees one patient at a time, but on tonight's edition of her show Dr. Pimple Popper, she treated fraternal twins who had the identical skin disease. Dr. Sandra Lee saw Tracy and Stacy from National City, California, after they both acquired several golf ball-sized lumps on their scalps. They said they initially noticed lumps about 15 years ago, and they've been happening ever since. "I just want a normal life," Stacy said. "I simply want to go out in public without being stared at." Tracy and Stacy decided to attend Dr. Pimple Popper together after their daughters advised them to get the lumps looked at for health reasons. "I don't want our family to be concerned about us," Tracy stated. Their girls were diagnosed as pillar cysts by Dr. Pimple Popper. Pillar cysts are the most frequent type of cyst, and they most commonly appear on the scalp. Pillar cysts affect less than 10% of the population and are usually non-cancerous. When keratin, a protein contained in skin cells, is removed from beneath the skin, it appears as a thick white liquid. These tumors aren't inherited, according to Lee, which explains why the sisters were the first in their family to develop pillar cysts. Their identical genetics, on the other hand, could indicate that they have similar skin types, which according to Lee could explain why they both had the skin problem. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.